Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Anna, or I think you go by Buy-in, and I'm going to listen to 2 of your integrated speaking practice tests to get all of these done. So the first one is question number 5, test number 11. So let's see what we have.
The students discussed how many children are not interested in arting, and they try to find a solution for that.
I would say they discuss how to make learning more interactive for students. I think you want to focus more on the bigger idea, the topic more, than just making things more interesting.
Basically, they state that there is a many process that teacher could use to improve this phenomenon.
I want to say many processes or many things.
And the students state that teacher can improve that by trying to affect more on children, and that's by doing interaction.
I'll say which is by doing this. If you use which instead of that, you're using a little bit more advanced grammar there, and it's a little bit smoother with your sentence structure.
Learning. And he gives an example about pencil and how teacher could use it to attract the children. The other process is to
or how it can, okay, that's okay, to get children involved maybe in the learning process, you might say.
Try to make children not get bored by not just telling them about information on the board. The third is the teacher should be like a friend for children, and that they will make them listen to her as they listen to their friend.
And turn back to the last idea. Well, the last suggestion on how to make learning more interactive for children is by having teachers become friends with the students they teach.
The third is to try to teach by stimulating children activity.
Okay, so I think on this one, overall, you didn't exactly, your introduction wasn't the best in the world. You could have been a little bit better with your topic. But I think you have a fairly complete, accurate response, I think, of the information. So I didn't notice any major problems there. I think maybe some minor language use and some pretty big delivery issues. You're consistently having problems with what I call pacing. You have some pauses and some hesitations in there. You're not always comfortable explaining other people's ideas, so it's a little bit hard for you. So on this one, I'm going to put you at about 2.83 out of 4, 22 points out of 30 on this practice test. So to improve, you need to focus a lot right now on your delivery. That is my suggestion. So at my website, even if you don't need the TOEFL exam, but you want English for either personal, business, or academic purposes, really work on trying to speak more clearly and more fluently with fewer pauses and hesitations. Okay, let's go to the last one. Let's go to number 6. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you say your questions are unparalleled with the real exam. I hope that you consider this in your evaluation. Can't wait to know your evaluation. Thanks a lot. Mine aren't exactly like the TOEFL exam, and usually students who do my practice test, they'll score higher on the TOEFL exam than they will on my practice test. It's true. I'm just trying to give students a lot of speaking practice. You'll find that most of my questions, if you look at the independent tasks, a lot of those questions are really similar to the TOEFL exam. How do I know? I mean, students send me information about what questions they saw on the speaking section, and I put those on the independent speaking task, but I think question 5 could probably be a little bit better. The main thing is you're getting comfortable speaking about other people's ideas, academic information, right? Okay, let's go.
The professor discusses glacier formation, which basically happens in polar region. In this region, there is not a high temperature, which is could melt this snow.
Which what?
temperature which is could melt this snow.
No, which can melt or which melts the snow. I wouldn't even say could melt there or can melt. Just say there's not a high enough temperature which melts the snow.
As a result, snow gets accumulated. The professor states,
I'm going to take that back. You could probably say which melts the snow or which can melt the snow.
It's a glacier formation by having many steps in the process.
But see, it's taken you like 23 seconds to get to the first step. That's too long. So if you go backward and simply say on, and remember, you don't have to talk about all the information in the lecture. See, what I'm doing is I give you a lot of information there, then you have to determine what's most important. The main thing here, according to the lecture, the professor discusses several steps in the process of glacier formation. First of all, according to the professor, and then second of all, third of all, fourth of all, then lastly. So however many steps you want, you can organize it like that.
Well, he stated that this formation happens by accumulating snow more than hundreds of years, and therefore snow starts to crystallize and get harder and harder. As time growing on, that's increased the density of crystallized, and as time growing on.
As time going on, no, that's a grammatical error. How about as time passes? When you use the word as and then time, you're using what's called a subordinating conjunction with a subject. You need a verb there, so don't use going there. As time goes or as time passes. I think passes is a better choice.
That's increased the density of crystallized.
I would say which increases the density of the crystals.
And as a result, it will become even harder. And then larger glaciers start to fall down, and that's because
they start to move downhill, not fall down. I would just say they begin to move downhill due to the forces of gravity.
Becoming heavy, so it could fall down by gravity effects.
Right, but you're taking a long way. A lot of the grammar you're using and the vocabulary, you're saying too many words when you could have said it with fewer words. So if you go to the grammar part of my course on it, check out this lesson. It's called Being More Concise. You could do that. Right? So for me, I've listened to 6 of your speaking tasks. I don't see you getting 26 or higher right now. That would be my opinion. Right? I think that there's some language use issues in there. A lot of delivery issues are going to keep your score below that. So on this one, based on your performance here, I think you had some language use issues, some delivery issues, and even with topic development, you could have probably done a little bit better job presenting it, maybe by using transition words, maybe first, second, third step, fourth step, the last step, and so on, and maybe organize it like that. It might have been a little bit easier for you to explain the information. I'm going to give you a score of 2.83 out of 4, 22 points out of 30 on this practice test. All right? So there you go. Those are my comments on integrated speaking task number 5 and number 6. What does this tell you? You need a lot of delivery and maybe some language use practice.